This is the 2026 Ford Explorer ST. Is it the ultimate mid-size three-row SUV? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're at All-Star Ford in Stonewall, Louisiana. If you want to know more, check out the link down in the description of the video. I know it's a mess. It's pollen season. The car wash is broken here at the dealership, so it's just one of those things we have to deal with. Here on the front end, it does have a very nice aggressive look. We're going to find our full LED lighting with your LED headlights, the LED daytime running lights, also the LED turn signal indicators, and something that I know is very popular with a lot of you, the LED fog lights down here with the lower portion of the front end. And the classic look with the grille right here, it's not too big, not too small. I think it fits perfectly right here underneath the Ford logo, your front view camera, and then the Explorer logo with the gloss finish on the lettering right here. I think that works quite well. Now we work our way down here. You're going to have your ST logo right there. We're going to have some different finishes going on here between body color, a little bit of a matte black finish, a little bit of a gloss finish, something that we don't even really need here in Northwest Louisiana or in Louisiana period. We don't need a front license plate. So you don't have to worry about that. That's very convenient where that's concerned. We only need the rear license plate. And this model will come with 21-inch wheels. We'll give you a quick look at what we have with the finish on here. Now, for those of you that, number one, don't want a gloss finish or gloss black, guess what? You don't have to worry about that here. You're going to have the matte gray finish, highlighted nicely by the red brake calipers right here. 21-inch wheels, side view mirrors, turn signal indicators built in, heated, power adjustable. You've got blind spot monitoring built in, and they're going to be power folding. So all the boxes checked off right there. Here is your key fob or your remote. Lock, unlock, you've got remote start. You can open and close your power tailgate back there. You got your panic button, and there's also going to be a mechanical key. Let's see if I can get that out of here for you real quick. There we go. That's your mechanical key. So if the battery in the key fob happens to die or the vehicle itself, you can still use the lock mechanism over there on the driver's side door. Roof rails will be right up here. You can get crossbars and help yourself out with the additional cargo capacity that offers. We will find nice size windows for a mid-size SUV. LED lighting back here, and I like the design that we have with this element right here. Just something that's a little bit different, gives it a little bit more of a sporty flair to it. The ST logo one more time right there, and you're going to notice that you have your rear window wiper right here, exposed wiper. No room inside of the rear roof spoiler for that, so not a big deal where that's concerned. We're also going to find right down here our Class 3 trailer hitch. Can tow up to 5,000 pounds, and we're also going to have our quad tip exhaust. That's nice to have that exposed back here, the exhaust outlets, as opposed to what we see with so many vehicles in this day and age where they have the clean look back here, but no exhaust outlets at all. Under the hood is the turbocharged 3-liter 6-cylinder engine. Don't let that 6-cylinder scare you off. It is powerful. 400 horsepower, 415 pounds-feet of torque. Made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60, a little over 4.5 seconds. Top speed is governed to 130 miles per hour. Now, I'm just going to tell you these numbers for the MPGs because there's a major glare today, but we're looking at 18 city, 25 highway, 20 combined, and 5 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. That is dependent on how heavy your right foot is. And how about your gas tank details? Well, as far as its size goes, you're looking at 20.2 gallons of gas. And I guarantee you, that 3-liter 6-cylinder is definitely going to be thirsty with 400 horsepower. There are multiple ways you can gain access to the cargo area. There's a button right here underneath the R on Explorer. So I'm going to push that. You can use the remote. There's also a button on the interior. And depending on how you configure things, cargo capacity ranges between 16.3 up to 46 up to 85.3 cubic feet. And to maximize cargo space, well, at least with your rear seats, we can push the button right here, bring that seat down. We're going to hit the button right here and bring down the passenger side seat. Both of those are going to go down. Now, you will have to come right here into the interior to lower your middle row seats. That's going to be done with the lever on the side of the seat right there, just so you know how that works. We're just going to leave that other seat up for now. And we're also going to find a 12-volt power outlet right there, so you can take advantage of that if you need to. I do like that when I hit that button, all I have to do is hit it one time. I don't have to hold that down to bring these seats back up. We'll hit the other seat and bring that one back up as well. Just one of those nice little added value benefits. And there's going to be a little bit of storage space located underneath the rear floor right here. The one thing that is missing back here is you have your cargo area lighting. Just one little light right here. Seems like there should be at least two. All right, let's talk about what your second and third row passengers are going to find. Here's our panoramic sunroof. As I told you earlier, it is just one solid piece of glass, as you can see. And you have your power shade. You can draw that forward or back as needed. How about the door panel? Let's talk about what you're going to find there. We do have the nice red contrast stitching. I like that. That looks good and sporty. The armrest seems to be pretty comfortable. Little bottle holder, cup holder in the front area. Also down here with the door bin, you could put a bigger bottle down there, and there's a little bit of storage space right there for snacks and whatever. We'll find that red contrast stitching working its way into the interior. And I don't know how well you can see it. There's the ST logo. I like that it's here on these seats. Usually, you only have it on the front seats with most vehicles. Now, one thing that's nice here, you don't have the largest back seat. That third row is not huge, but you can see how far these seats can go forward. I don't know how many people would sit this far forward, but that's what we're going to have as the potential option goes. And to gain access to that third row, we just pull up on the release right here. And let's see, how easy is it to get back here? Let's see if I can do this. Good thing today wasn't leg day. Now, we're going to bring the seat back. That's not all the way back. It's going to come to about right here. The floor is a little bit high for my liking. It just depends on who you are. The kids will definitely be happy back here. Plenty of room for them. That's not going to be an issue. We've got our roof-mounted air conditioning vents. Nice cold air blowing out of that. We're going to have the cup holder right down here and a little bit of storage space behind that. And then right up here, we're going to have our USB connectivity as far as that goes. You can get back out through the pass-through right there, or just pick up on that release one more time and move the seat right out of the way. And let's talk about the middle row. We're going to have the armrests with the captain's chairs. Pretty decent size. I do wish they were a tick longer, but not a big deal. Most likely I'd be right up here driving. Rear seat pockets for a little bit of additional storage if needed. And then we have our third zone of climate control, dual in the front, single in the rear. You can adjust fan speed, temperature, direction, all of that. Heated seats for the middle row passengers. You can see you have your two stages right there. USB connectivity will be down here in addition to a 120 volt power outlet. And one more thing about the rear of the center console is you have the flip down cup holders if the cup holders are not enough with the door panels right here that we showed you earlier. And how about your sticker price? $62,090. Let's see what else you get for that price. And we'll start here with the upper console. You're going to have your sunglass holder right here. Got my sunglasses in there. We've got our lights right here if you need to turn those on. Here is the button for opening and closing the power shade for the sunroof that I mentioned earlier in the video. And we'll work our way down to the dash area here. More of that red contrast stitching. It works its way throughout the entirety of the interior. Our glove box is there. Just your conventional size as far as the space goes. And then over on the passenger side door panel, nice large armrest. Got that large door bin down there. Again, the bottle holder in the very front. And that is definitely going to do a good job of taking care of things for you. Over here on the driver's side door, you will find seat memory that you don't have on the passenger side. The driver and passenger seats are power adjustable with lumbar support. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, there is the power folding functionality. All I did was push that button right there. You can lock the windows, adjust the mirrors right here depending on which mirror you need to adjust. You can do that right there. You can roll your windows down. You're only going to have one touch down here in the front, one touch up, but you're going to have to hold the button down for the rear windows. And we'll have everything here for our headlights. You can open and close your power tailgate. You can see what all is going on right here. The lever right here, if you drop that, you can adjust your tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. We're going to have everything here for our cruise control. Right here, we can go back and forth through different details on the driver's display, and all I'm doing is just using the control right there to work my way through depending on what I need to see. We can push OK right there. That lets us go in. We can go back. We can do anything we need to do with the controls right here. You got your voice commands, all that good stuff's going to be there. Also, shifter paddles on the back of the steering wheel to work your way back and forth through the 10-speed automatic transmission. Your turn signal lever is right there if you want to take advantage of that. Hopefully you do. Front and rear window wiper control will be right here. Now, the center screen has all the controls for your air conditioning right here. So if you need to use that, well, guess what? That's where you're going to have to come. Heated and ventilated seats for the driver and passenger in the front seat area. And also, as you saw, the heated steering wheel right there. We'll come right here and go into some of our different details that we have. And just to show you what's going on here, I'm going to find your icons. They're all right here. You're going to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. All of that will be here. You can even watch YouTube. The thing is, when you do that, you only can watch that when the vehicle is in park. So not going to be able to watch otherwise. Just so you know ahead of time what's going on where that is concerned. Your owner's manual is right here in the screen. I know a lot of people would like to have a paper manual. Now you can get it with the QR code right there, or you can come right here into the screen and see what you need to right there. We'll let that load up for you. There is a lot here to go through. But there we go. So a lot of automakers going away from the paper manuals, which I know is not necessarily something that is really popular among potential owners of vehicles. Now, we're going to come right down here and show you a couple of things. Number one, there's your control for your volume and turning the radio on and off. Turn the auto stop start on and off right there. You can see what else is here. We're going to go back to the center screen, and I'm going to push this button because that is going to bring up our camera views. Now you can see the overhead view right over there. Depending on where you need to see, you can do that. We can change the view just like this. If you want to see your rear view, we're going to come right here. There is our rear view camera. So you have quite a few different views all around. It just depends on what your needs are, what your personal preference is. When I go into reverse, obviously you're going to get the backup camera right there, as you can see. And I like that this screen is at a 90-degree angle, so that's going to reduce glare. That's nice to have. A little bit of storage space right here underneath the controls that we showed you earlier. And connectivity-wise, we're going to have a 12-volt power outlet right there. USB connectivity, a little more storage will be down here. And then something I'm curious to get your feedback on, the basically rotary dial gear selector. This is your shifter. So what you're going to do is put your foot on the brake, reverse, neutral, drive, go right there if you want to do that, and you're set where that's concerned. Power parking brake is going to be right here. We've got everything for our cup holders, and our drive mode selector is here. Let's take a look on the driver's display real quick and show you what those modes are. We're going to just run through everything. You can see the different graphics that come up depending on what mode you're in, just so you can see that. Actually, some pretty nice graphics. Notice that it says light off-roading. That is what this Explorer is capable of. Just some light off-roading. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but you may need to take advantage of that, especially in low traction situations. That could help out where that is concerned. Now, the center console lid can be used as an armrest, and within the center console, we're going to have another 12-volt power outlet and actually a fairly decent amount of space. It's more depth than anything else, but it is pretty deep. All right, here we go with the test drive. This is one area where this Explorer ST will excel, where most of its competitors will not. As far as mid-size 3-row SUVs, non-luxury models, it will definitely get up and run, no problem whatsoever. Plenty of horsepower, plenty of torque. We gave you those numbers earlier in the video, so you know that it's very capable when you want to go. By the way, if you see the speedometer, I don't know if you can see it from your vantage point, on the bottom section down here, it's kilometers per hour. I'm not doing 105 miles per hour, so not a big deal where that's concerned. In case anybody noticed that, don't want anyone freaking out in the comments section. But one way or another, it is a lot of fun to drive. A lot of adjustability built here into the driver's seat area. So no matter who you are, you should be able to set things up where you're nice and comfortable and no problems. We're going to get on it just a little bit. Not too hard because it's not broken in yet. So we don't want to go too crazy with it, that's for sure. But it definitely will get up and go and give you that acceleration that I know a lot of you are looking for. Practical use, it's definitely a great daily driver. It's going to get the job done for you. Got the 3 rows of capacity for passengers, plenty of room, especially in these first and second row areas. The third row, probably best for the kids, but adults could fit back there if you didn't have a choice. Overall, fun to drive. A lot of headspace here in these first two rows, that's for sure. I like taking advantage of that panoramic sunroof. The technology here is not difficult to learn and use. That's always a nice thing to have as far as that goes. Great road trip vehicle, great for getting around town, whatever you may need to do. And the brake and the gas pedal, very easy to manage, easy to adjust to. Don't seem to be overly aggressive as far as the brakes go. Some vehicles you get in, you have to adjust to an aggressive brake pedal. It does depend on what you're used to as well. So there's a couple of different things that can factor into that. But overall, the Explorer ST definitely checking off a lot of boxes, especially the fun box when it comes to the acceleration and capabilities of what you can do with it. And there it is, the 2026 Ford Explorer ST. Is it the ultimate mid-size three-row SUV? Tell me what you think down in the comments section based on the information presented in the video. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends at All Star Ford for loaning us this Explorer for the day so we could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That's very helpful to us and appreciated. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.